Hello everyone. So today let's take a look at this question on the community, and this question is interesting, and that is why I'm making this video. Now, is there a way to display the updated dev complete date as and when the user makes updates to it? So basically there is a date field, some custom date field. Let us say in this case dev complete date. I guess when you plan something you may want to store this date field somewhere, that when you want to complete the dev, and this date field can be used, I guess, to calculate the cycle time. Cycle time, I guess, some kind of a cycle time. Now, of course, if it is a field, if it is a date field, then when things change, in reality, people will update this date field, which is totally okay. But the question is, instead of looking at the history of the issue, can we display the previous date somewhere? And can we report on it, or can we just fetch it using JQL? Now, the thing is, if you write a JQL, you will of course get return. You will get some issues returned based on the JQL that you write. But in the JQL, you will only see the current. Even if you're writing a JQL where you are using the was operator, the list of issues that you see will show you the current value, not only the previous value. And what Sudhir is asking here, appreciate it if it can be done without creating a custom field or a listener script. Now that is the thing, right? If you want to do something, usually what you can do, what I have done, is you would copy the previous value to a field, or maybe just display the previous value from the history and display it in a field, right? That can be done. And you can and of course I'm talking about script runner, or maybe writing your own code for it. The other option could be to use maybe EasyBI, that you can potentially use. And I would say, because we are dealing with Jira, you have to, of course, understand how Jira works. I would ask you, what is the use case? What exactly are you trying to do with this particular? I know that you want to track the changes to the field. So, and I guess this is your plan, and you want to calculate some variance, and that is where I mentioned EasyBI. Now the thing is, if you are trying to restrict, or maybe you consider restricting people who can edit the field, the date field. So basically remove the date field from the create issue screen, or not edit issue screen, and then keep it on the transition screen, and in the workflow only let certain people make that transition to add a condition. And also you can just make the whole issue uneditable. So basically, if you're a bit strict, if you are like following agile, maybe, or not agile, waterfall, and you have some toll gates. So basically what you can do, you can just say that, okay, after this state in the workflow, we are not going to allow any updation to the whole issue, one option. Or as I mentioned earlier, use transition screen and add a condition. But of course, you need something like a script runner to do this, to basically display this information somewhere. And this is on Jira Data Center, so I guess you can also use automation, by the way, to basically create a field and display the previous, or not display, maybe whenever you're making a transition, or not a transition, but in this case it is the edit issue operation. You can always display something from the issue history and display it in a field. So there are possibilities, but you have to definitely create a new field. It can't be done without creating a field. All right, that is it. I know, short video, but hopefully useful video. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much. Bye bye.